where there's no food for them and they're just lacking. They have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. In other words, they're away from the Lord. They have gone away from Jehovah. They have not been taught about Jehovah. So they will just, they wander around. They have no idea where they're at. They've went away from the place where Jehovah said that we would be taken care of. In other words, they don't even have an idea that there's a nice green lush field over here for them. They're still stuck over here in this terrible field. All that found them have devoured them, and their adversary said, "We offend not, because they have sinned against Jehovah, the habitation of justice, even Jehovah, the hope of their fathers." And this is exactly what I just got through saying. These people will teach you, but they don't teach you in a way that edifies you and builds you up. These people actually do a really bad job of being pastors and shepherds. So I'm already over my time because I was going to try to cut off at 30 minutes. I'm at 34 now. So I'm just going to continue, and it'll break it up whenever I upload it. Sorry about that. But I just get lost track of time sometimes. So I'm doing my best I can. So there's that. Let's go over to Ezekiel 34, verse 8. And verse 34 is all talking about the false shepherds. The people that are up there to get paid. You see, when shepherds would take care of the sheep, they didn't kill the sheep just to eat it. The wool they would, gather, and that's how they made their clothes. Their clothes came from that, but they didn't take the food from the sheep. They didn't cause the sheep to starve because, the shepherds didn't eat the same food. That's kind of the same way that this group, the 144,000, will be. They're not going to, be, what's the best way to explain it? They are going to make sure that you are fed because you don't eat the same food they do, if that makes any sense. I'm not going to take away your grass that you need to eat to survive so that I can have it because I don't eat grass. I'm a people. Well, that didn't make any sense either. It's more of So if we look at it at the aspect of you need milk and I don't, that's kind of the deal. I'm not going to sit and listen to all these preachers that have no idea what they're teaching, while you can get something out of it. All I see is all the errors in their teaching, and yeah, you can learn something from them. Actually, that's not quite right neither. That is not quite right. Bad examples. Terrible, terrible examples. So, anyway, let's get back to the word, and then I'll explain instead of trying to pre-explain. Okay, so Ezekiel 34. And our key verse here that we're going to be looking at is verse 8. So, Ezekiel 34, and the word of Jehovah came to me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel. Prophesy and say unto them, Thus says Jehovah, the Master, unto the shepherds. Woe be to the shepherds of Israel, that do feed themselves. Should not the shepherds feed the flock? You eat the fat, you clothe you with wool, you kill them that are fed, but you feed not the flock. In other words, they're out in that bad pasture, and you're going up to them and slaughtering them so you can eat, but you're not making sure that they eat. So you're getting, those shepherds would just be getting bad nutrition. They're not getting anything from those sheep, and you're killing your flock. Okay, so, but you feed not the flock. The diseased have not been strengthened, neither have they been healed that were sick. Neither have you bound up that which was broken, neither have you brought again that which was driven away. Neither have you sought that which was lost, but with force and cruelty you have ruled them, not taking care of them. And they were scattered, because there is no shepherd, and they became meat to all the beasts of the field, where they were scattered. My sheep wandered through all the mountains, and upon every high hill. Yes, my flock was scattered upon the face of the earth, and none did search or seek after them. Therefore, you shepherds, hear the word of Jehovah. As I live, says the Master Jehovah, surely because my flock became a prey, and my flock became meat to every beast of the field, because there was no shepherd, neither did my shepherds search for my flock, but the shepherds fed themselves, and fed not my flock. Therefore, O you shepherds, hear the word of Jehovah. Thus says the Master Jehovah, Behold, I am against the shepherds, and will require my flock at their hand, and cause them to cease from feeding the flock. Neither shall the shepherds feed themselves any more, for I will deliver my flock from their mouth, that they may not be meat for them. In other words, those shepherds that were taking poor care of them are not going to be their shepherds anymore. Being a pastor, it's not about making sure that the congregation takes care of you. It's not about making sure that they pay their tithes and offerings. I mean, I guess if you want a building, then take, if your congregation wants a building to gather in, cool. Then take up a collection and use that to take care of them. It hasn't, if I was a pastor at a church, it would not be about me having a salary. What in the world is that? Am I not taken care of apart from? Okay, so